let's do some yoga. Let's start in child's pose today. And just a reminder, this friendly reminder that please make this your own practice. So feel free to skip, take away. We all know this, but it's good to have reminders. It's good to have reminders. I was talking with, so Neil and I were at the studio the other day, and Dr. Becker, or Stefan, who makes me call him now, even though it's funny. I've known him since I was 8. But him and his wife were walking by, and we happened to see them in downtown, and I was kind of laughing about how I always giggle when I say don't forget to breathe, or make sure you breathe. And it's this cue in class that seems a little like, of course you're gonna breathe. But he said no. He said, every time you say that, it's just this reminder to take a nice deep breath. It's a reminder to take this conscious breath. So here, as we start practice, reminder to honor yourself, not only in this physical practice, but throughout your day, especially as we re-enter. And a reminder to breathe. As you watch yourself breathe, breathe more space into your body. And ride the exhale back down. Imagine your body filling up with light, with spirit. And on the exhale, there's this charging up and clearing out. Watching as your breath goes deeper and deeper into your body. And the exhales become longer. Few moments, imagine that this is our practice. We're going to be in this child's pose, breathing for the next hour. Just imagine that. Would you drop in even more? Would you surrender even more? Would you really take a little more time to fill your lungs, fill your belly, pause at the top of the breath, and let that exhale be even longer than that slow inhale was. exhale, walk your hands out over to the right, adding the flow. Gently pushing back and down with the left side of your hip. Breathing into the spaces between your ribs. Sending your breath to anywhere that might feel a little tight or a little tense. Just really compassionate. And bring your hands back through to center and walk them out over to the other side. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale. When you get there, take your time. We're coming up to table and going right through a cat-cow flow. Really organic. So breathe in with your neutral spine. And exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Take a look at your belly button. Push down through your fingertips. Let your heart lift up towards the sun. And exhale, so back of the heart lifting. Yeah, now the heart shines forward. And just go at your own pace, cat-cow flow, movement to breath. Allowing the beat of your heart to keep time, keep rhythm. And go ahead, yes, add any other movements. Your rainbow jaguar. Send your hips back towards your heels. Swivel, snake. You shake your head out a little bit. Come back to your neutral spine. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And send your right leg back behind. So right toes to the earth. And just flex and point the right foot. So you're shifting forward and back. Getting the stretch up and down the back of the right leg. Pausing anywhere it feels good. And place that right knee back down onto the earth. Place left hand right below your nose, so you're back in your table, left hand below the nose. Send the right arm up to the sky. Breathe in. Make a fist with the right hand, roll out the wrist. Breathe out. Then spread the fingers nice and wide. And exhale, thread right arm underneath the left. Belly button pulling in and up. Let the right shoulder hover. And take two more like that. So inhale, right arm reaches back to sky. Exhale. Massaging out your organs, engaging the abdominals, engaging the core. Last one. Might have done an extra one there, but that's okay. All right, thread right arm underneath the left and place the right shoulder right onto the earth. Get a nice stretch here, nice twist, broadening of the upper back. Right side of your head resting on the earth. Back of the right hand resting on the earth. Breathe in. And breathe out. Push into the left hand. Send the right arm up. And exhale, right hand comes back to the earth. And just add, again, some movement in your cat-cow, movement in your table. So whatever this wants to look like or feel like. And you can even add some wrist stretches here. So if you wanted to take the back of one of your hands to the mat, and you could flow a little bit from side to side here, as long as that feels okay. It might feel really good. And switching sides, back of the other hand to the earth. And both palms rooted to the earth. Imagine light from your heart shining down through your hands, connecting you with the heart of Mother Earth. And go ahead, send your left leg back behind. The left leg goes back behind, left toes to the earth. Flex and point the left foot, so you're getting that nice stretch up and down the back of the left leg. Maybe even a little bit into the hamstrings. And place left knee back down to the earth. Left hand right below the nose, right arm reaches up, left arm reaches up. Other side, we'll do it that way, other side. Make a fist, roll out your wrist. Inhale, lengthen the fingers, reach up towards the stars. And exhale, thread left arm underneath the right, belly button pulling in and up, pelvic floor pulling up, left shoulder hovering, and then two more like that. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, thread it, let left shoulder hover. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. And when you're ready, left shoulder rest down on the earth. Left side of your head resting to the earth. Back of the left hand, relax down. Breathing into this twist. One more breath here. And push into the hand on the earth to send opposite arm back up. Top hand comes down. And send hips to your heels, child's pose. This time, if you'd like, turn your palms upward. So I find like this relaxes the wrists. So palms upward, forehead to the earth. Be rolling from side to side on your third eye, right in the middle of your forehead. Imagine now your third eye connecting with the heart of the earth, igniting your intuition. Igniting your brilliant intelligence and the wisdom of our ancestors right there in our DNA. And then place palms back down onto the earth. Lift up just a little bit. Bring your knees close together and sit back on your heels. And of course, so hero's pose, but any variation of this, if you want to sit on a block, awesome, or a blanket, it could go right above your heels. Pelvic floor pulling up, belly button pulling in and up. Taking your thumbs and pinkies together, so lotus mudra, fingers spread nice and wide, then bring this shape to your heart. Say a prayer, make a wish, or set an intention. So you're allowing this mudra, this lotus flower mudra, to fill up with universal life force energy. It's flowing through everything all the time. We're going to pull a little bit right here. It's like liquid light. Let this energy fill your heart. And start to flow out to your entire body. Illuminating your cells. And fill up even more with this prana. And breathe in. Send your intention up into the sky, into the earth. Spread your arms wide. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring thumbs to your third eye. Then slide your hands to the earth in front of you. Okay. Lower down. Heart taps down between your hands. Elbows sliding along your rib cage. Little mini cobra, lift the heart. Take your time. So this is our flow. We're going to flow through this a few times. Yeah, heart returns to earth. Push into hands, hips to heels, child's pose. And go ahead, sit right back on your heels and arms go up. Flow through that 3 more times, your own pace. Thumbs to your third eye. Hands come out in front of you, so knees are to the earth. If you want, add some chaturanga push-ups here before you lower down. Big breath lifts the heart. And exhale. 2 more, your own pace, your own rhythm. Long breaths. Breathing in, arms will reach up. And this exhale is super long, this exhale out. And we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. So if you want to spend a couple of breaths in your child's pose first, but take your time getting back there. Plenty of time. We've got 5 breaths in a down dog or child's pose. So take your time getting there. Absolutely no rush. Hips go high. And maybe walk out your dog for a little bit. Alternate which heel comes down to the earth. And find stillness. Knowing that the entire universe is vibrating with the sound of Om. This includes the air around us, our bodies, all the plants, animals, water, sunlight. Even everything that's inanimate. What we think isn't alive is actually alive with life force energy. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend into your knees. Take a look between your hands. Bring your feet up to meet them. Come into ragdoll at the top of your mat. So heel toe your feet a little bit further than hip width distance apart. And gently sway from side to side. Looking back between your legs, so that'll ensure that your head, or help your head hang heavy. Shaking your head yes and no, classic yoga cues. Maybe come to some stillness, knowing that your knees can be bent quite a bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. And free your elbows. Heel toe your feet closer together. Inhale to lift halfway. Long spine. Exhale to fold. Send energy down through feet. Colors of the rising sun. Take it up to stand. Exhale to fold. Bring it right back down. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. 3 more like that at your own pace. These little half sun salutations. So arms reach up. You can go much slower than me if you want to. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift would be next. Exhale, make sure you're moving with your breath. Ignite it. Ignite the postures. Ignite the flow. Last one. I'm on the last one anyway. I'll wait for you. Arms reach up overhead. We'll all pause at the top. And heel toe your feet a little bit further than hip width distance apart. Little bend into the knees. Either take hold of elbows back behind, so arms come down by your sides. Either take hold of elbows or interlace your fingers. And this little packet of your interlaced fingers could rest right on your sacrum, bringing your elbows almost like they could touch back behind. And if you want to take this even further, send your knuckles down towards the earth, lengthening your arms. Bend into your knees and fold forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. And gently free your elbows, free your fingers. Once again, hands can come to earth as you heel toe your feet closer together. Unroll all the way up to stand. Push down through your feet. Ignite your lower abs. Ignite your energetic locks. Unroll one vertebra at a time. Arms reach up overhead. And allow your palms to connect up above your head. Interlace your fingers. Leave out your pointer fingers. Cross your thumbs. See if you can squeeze your palms together. Or it won't be the middle of your palms. It'll be like the edges. Push down through your left foot, lean out over to the right. And bend into your knees a little bit and send your hands down towards your left hip. Yes. Inhale, lengthen your legs, bring your arms back up to the right, so off to the right. Come back through to center, lean over to the left. Bend into knees, arms go down to your right hip. Now move from side to side like that. So now back up to the left, come back to center, lean to the right, bend into knees, hands go down towards your left hip. Go from side to side like this at your own pace. Come back, lean over to the left. And don't worry if it gets a little the flow gets a little messed up. It's totally fine. Just move through your body. Maybe one more each side. And come back to center. Free your fingers, reach arms up. Exhale to fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend into your knees so much your hands can come down to the earth. Step back to your plank pose, top of a push-up. Knees could come right down, or this could also be a table into a cat-cow flow, your choice. And bring right knee, left elbow. If you have your knees lifted, you could do this in table too. Step right foot back. Left knee, left elbow. The left foot steps back. Go from side to side. Really see if you can squeeze that knee to elbow with your core. And of course, this is all optional. You can do this from table. For 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank. Lower knees down if they're not already. And make your way back to your downward facing dog. So either vinyasa or just lift your hips high. You might stop in child's pose. I'm giggling because Shanti is just passed out. It's pretty fantastic. All right, downward facing dog. Right foot will step between the hands. Now, you can either just bring your right foot forward right now, Or if you want to add a little bit, send the right leg back in high first. Bring right knee to the left elbow. Right, we were just here. Inhale, send the right leg back in high. And exhale, right knee to the heart. Lift the hips to give you some space. Then step right foot between the hands. Spin the back heel down. Get your warrior base feet. Come up to your warrior two. And I like this. You can climb up this leg here if you want, especially for the first, the first visit. And take your left forearm to your lower back. Come into exalted warrior. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Cartwheel down, cartwheel down. So hands frame the front foot, back heel lifts, both sets of toes pointing forward. Left hand stays to the earth, right arm reaches up. So find this nice twist. Left knee could come down if it wants to. Breathe. And bring right hand to the outside of the right foot. Push into your hands. Either step right back to down dog or lift the right leg back and high. Your choice. Then bring right knee to right wrist and settle into your pigeon. I wanted to make sure there was lots of time for pigeon today. So either forward facing pigeon, or if you would prefer pigeon on your back, that's always an option. So you could go ahead and enjoy that now. So right knee towards the right wrist. Right, let me see, I'll face this way. Okay, and you want to make sure like this ankle, this heel is towards the midline and not underneath. Yeah, okay. And we'll be here for at least another 5 breaths. So you can either stay up onto your fingertips or maybe come down onto your forearms and settle in. If you're on your back. Yeah, nice, good. Connecting with the rhythm of your breath, your heart. And the pulse from the center of the earth all the way up through the layers of soil and bedrock. Up through to the sky and into the cosmos, connecting with the central sun. And pulsing all the way back down to the center of the earth. Last breath here. Making our way back to child's pose. So many ways to get there. If you're on your back and you want to maybe happy baby before you roll to the other side. Actually, everyone come back to child's pose. Oh, that's nice. That's a great idea. If you want, if you're in your forward-facing pigeon and you want to visit forearm plank for 3 breaths before coming into your child's pose, that might be fun. Our ideas of fun. My ideas of fun have changed a lot over the years. All right, 2 more all in it, so 3 more breaths here. And bring it down. Knees to the mat, hips to heels. Arms can go back behind if you want. Backs of the hands resting by the earth. Resting on the earth by your ankles. If your forehead's to the earth, you can roll from side to side on your third eye. And bring your arms back out in front and make your way back to your downward facing dog. I don't know if you can hear, but Shanti's snoring. All right, downward facing dog. Hips go high. And you're either gonna step your left foot between your hands right now, like as is, or if you wanna add that little bit of fun, left leg goes back and high. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, send left leg back and high. Exhale, left knee to heart. Lift your hips high, give yourself some space. Bring that left foot between the hands. Spin the right heel down. This is our exalted warrior. So warrior feet, you can climb up that leg. Pause in warrior two. Then take your right forearm to your lower back and reach your left arm by the left ear. And breathe. Two more breaths. Pull pelvic floor up. Pull belly button to the back of the spine. Breathe up and down the left side of the body. And go ahead, cartwheel down. Hands frame the front foot. Back heel lift, so both sets of toes pointing forward. Right hand to the earth, left arm reaches up. We have our twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Top hand comes back down to the earth. Then either step back to your down dog, or left leg goes back and high. And bring it forward. Left knee to your left wrist. Settle into your pigeon. You have our pigeon on the other side. So again, this could be on your back. Absolutely. Move forward, all right. Lots of time here, so you can spend a few moments on your fingertips or just go ahead and settle right in. Breathing with your entire body. One more breath here. And again, we'll make our way back to child's pose. So many ways to get there. So if you're in your forward-facing pigeon, or even if you're not in your forward-facing pigeon and you want to come into your forearm plank for some fun, go ahead and do that. And remember, in your forearm plank, your knees can be down, right? Shoulders above the elbows. And you can have your hands, your palms to the earth, your fingers spread wide, your hands in line with your elbows, or interlace your fingers. Make sure your hips aren't dipping down so that you're crunching your lower back and that they're not up so high that you're not engaging your core. Breathe in. And you want to make sure you're not sinking into your elbows. So if you're kind of like collapsing here, push down through your elbows and lift through the back of your heart. One more breath. And let knees come to the earth and hips to heels, child's pose. Two more breaths here. And make your way onto your back. We're gonna put just a little bit of abs in here. Just a little. There's a little more flow too. But go ahead, make your way onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Make little circles on your lower back. Take both hands to your right knee. Extend your left heel forward. Flex both sets of toes towards their shins. And switch. Hands to the left knee, send right heel forward, right heel hovering. Go from side to side, maybe two more on each side. Belly button pulling in and up, lower back anchored to the earth. Then hug both knees back into the chest. Send your heels up towards the sky. Gently flex the toes back towards the shins. Anchor lower back to the earth. Bend into your knees, so ankles in line with your knees right above the hips. When you do that, your lower back might lift a little bit. Anchor that back down. Take both hands to your right knee and send your left heel forward, let it hover. So right knee stays above the hip. Lower back anchored to the earth. Push into your right thigh. Push your right thigh back into your hands. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either go a little further or hug knees to chest. If you want to go further, left hand behind your head, right hand reaches, right fingertips reach towards the outside of the left foot and pulse. So your legs stay right where they are. We've done this before. It's our little ab routine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and squeeze. Now either hug knees to chest or go ahead and extend the right heel up. Take your arms by your sides. Let them hover as you pulse. Really pushing like you're creating resistance. Imagine there is a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. Let head, neck, and shoulders come down to the earth. And take hold of either the insides or outsides of your feet or the backs of your knees for happy baby. The knees drawing in towards your armpits. You play around with lengthening one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. Okay. Hug knees to chest. Let's get those abs on the other side. Extend your heels up to set it up. So lower back anchors to the earth. You'll feel that happen. Bend into both knees. Ankles in line with the knees in line with the hips. Take both hands to your left thigh. Extend your right heel forward. So that left knee stays above the hip, lower back stays anchored to the earth. That part's important. Push hands into thigh, thigh back into hands. For 5. Anchor lower back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either hug knees to chest or ignite it even more. Right hand behind the head, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Pulse the left fingertips to the outside of the right foot. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either hug knees to chest or extend the left heel up. Arms by your sides, palms facing down, and pulse. Pulse with your arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug knees to chest. Feel that tension just dissipate. And again, take hold of either the insides or outsides of your feet for happy baby. And if you want, make this lifted Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees would come out to the sides. Drawing your heels down towards your pelvis. One more full breath here. Hug knees to chest. Let your arms come out like a T and your knees fall to the right. Not staying too long, it just really feels like we should twist. And bring knees back to center, let them fall out over to the other side. And bring your knees back to center. Make your way back to your down dog. Now, so many ways to get there, plenty of time. You could just roll to one side and step back. You could rock up and down the length of your spine, like so, right? And then you'd come to your feet, step back. I think it would also be nice to put a little, put a vinyasa in there so that you can come into your cobra and stretch out the abdominals up after all that ab work. Yeah, so if you didn't do that and you want to, you feel like, oh, that'd be a great idea. Shift forward and lower down. This could even be Sphinx if that feels better for you or works more for you. Elbows underneath the shoulders, hands in line with the elbows. The idea of stretching those abs back out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, downward facing dog. Let's finish the flow. Downward dog. And once again, right foot will step between the hands. If you want to play, awesome. Right leg goes back and high. Right knee, left elbow. Send it back. Right leg back. Now right foot steps between the hands. Spin the left heel down, take your time. I'm talking way faster than you need to move. Come back up to your exalted warrior. The left forearm at your lower back. If you want, bend into the right elbow, let your right hand come to the base of your neck and just open up the right side of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. And come back to your warrior 2. Cartwheel down, hands frame the front foot, left heel lifts. Send the right arm up, breathe in. Now super optional here, either stay right here and this left knee could come down, or this is side plank. So right hand can come down, or just go ahead, swivel to the outside of your left foot and send your right foot back. Left knee could come down, right? Make it yours, or you do none of this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right foot steps back to the top of the mat. So make that happen, right? So right from the side plank, your right hand comes down, come back up onto your toes, right foot comes forward. Both sets of toes pointing towards the front of your mat. Lift to rise, crescent to warrior, just a breath. Arms by the ears, breathe in. Breathe out. Half moon. This would be a nice place for a block or whatever you've got there, Cheryl, yeah. So either right from here, right fingertips, right hand could have a block, right? The block goes out in front of you off to the right. Or if you want to take your hands down first, just for a little more like security here, then lift that back leg high. You want to make sure, or think about the left hip stacking on top of the right. So the left toes are pointing off to the side and not down towards the earth. Wherever you're at, breathe. That part's important, right? Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Left foot comes down to meet the right. Come into your lightning bolt. Interlace your fingers up above your head, cross your thumbs, let your pointer fingers come out. Push down through your heels, lift to rise all the way up. You have your hands together still, yes? Lean out over to the right. Same flow from beginning of practice. Bend into your knees, hands come off towards the left hip. Push down through your heels, lift to rise, arms are still, hands are still connected. Come back to center, lean to the left. And bend into knees. Hands go down towards the right hip. Inhale, as you lengthen, arms come off to the left. And come back to center. Maybe lean back a little bit at the top. Belly button pulling in and up, pelvic floor pulling up. And exhale, free the fingers, go ahead and fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Journey your way back to your downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. So either step back or vinyasa. Move with breath. Let's go right to the other side. So either left foot steps between the hands right here, right now, or go ahead, play a little bit. Left leg goes back behind, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it forward, left knee to heart. Left foot steps between the hands, right heel spins down. We have our exalted warrior. Okay, so warrior feet. Bring it up, right forearm to your lower back, left arm up overhead. Maybe bending into left elbow and bringing the left fingertips to the base of your neck, or maybe even a little bit lower. Breathe. And we go. Come back to warrior two. Cartwheel down, hands frame the front foot. Back heel lifts, both sets of toes pointing forward. Right hand stays to earth, left arm reaches up. And either stay right here, or right knee can come down. This is our side plank variation. You could even do the side plank, like you could bring the right knee down, kickstand the right foot off, and there's your side plank with the right knee down. Or go ahead, come to the razor side edge of the right foot, either with left arm lifted or left hand to the earth. There we go, side plank on the right. Or not, maybe it's child's pose instead because you don't want to do it, and that's fine. Breathe in. Yeah, here we go, step it forward. Breathe out. Left foot comes back to the top of the mat. Both sets of toes pointing forward. Get your foundation. Root down and rise up. Crescent toe warrior. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, fold. Hands frame the foot. Half moon. half moon. Oh, I think I did it from up here before. So if you want to come back to if it was fun for you to come right from the crescent to a warrior, go ahead and lift back up. But otherwise, hands could come to the earth. Maybe your left hand has a block or something, a very nice substitute for a block. And your left fingertips or the block is off to the left. Right hip stacking on top of left. So the right toes are pointing off to the side and not down towards the earth. Breathe. And here we go. Yay, we did it. Okay, right foot comes down to meet the left. And this is either ragdoll, or if you want, hands to a block or your fingertips to the earth, then you can just bend into the right knee as the right hip dips down. Right, bend into left knee as left hip dips down. So I'm going from side to side in a fold. Or ragdoll. You could do this in ragdoll too, actually. Yep. Breathe in. Breathe out. Heel toe your feet close together if they're not already. Last one, last little sun salute. Breathe in, lift halfway. Slowing it down. Exhale, fold. Send energy down through earth. Arms reach up overhead. Charge up. And breathe out. Colors of the setting sun. Fold forward. And make your way onto your back body. So you could vinyasa one more time if you want, or yeah, just go ahead and make it so you can sit right down. Hug your knees to your chest. Make little circles on your lower back. Both hands to your right knee. Extend left heel forward. This time left heel gets to rest right on the earth. And left hand guides right knee over to the left twist. And this right arm could either be lengthened out like a T, or maybe try cactusing out the right arm. So the back of the right arm is to the earth, or maybe even just the elbows to the earth and the shoulders hovering. But you've got this bent elbow. Just see, it might do something for your shoulder. It's a little different. Notice that shifting your gaze either towards your right fingers or up to the ceiling, up to the sky, or over your left shoulder is going to do something different to your neck. Going to do something different to the stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll back onto your back body. Hug the right knee in one more time. And bring left knee up to meet the right. Extend right heel forward. We have our twist on the other side. So right heel gets to rest on the earth. Right hand guides left knee over to the right. Maybe try cactusing the left arm. Of course, if you try it and if you're just like, that feels not, I don't like that, just lengthen the arm back out, no problem. breathe in. Exhale, fall into spaciousness. And roll onto your back body. Hug both knees into your chest. And just a little yogi free time here before we come into Shavasana. If you want, you can just hang out with your heels up towards the sky, right? And option to come into supported shoulder stand. If you've got a block, you can take your heels to your bottom, right? And like lift up, slide the block underneath your sacrum, then send your heels up. But if you don't have a block, even just lifting your legs up, having your ankles hover above your hips, even just that affects the body in really cool ways. Calming for the nervous system, switches up lets gravity work on the legs in a way it doesn't normally. And if shoulder stand is in your practice and you know you can do it safely, you're welcome to that too. Or any other twist or stretch. The idea of eventually making your way into your final resting posture. Take your time. If you're in your shoulder stand and you feel like you want to stay for a little bit longer, please do. Get cozy. Book, the Whole Elephant Revealed. A couple of us have been reading. Lots of us have been reading. Just like yoga, the koshas, it talks about how we have our physical body and our energetic body goes out into our aura, and also our spiritual body. They all coexist, same place, same time, even though time and space isn't even real. Let's not get into that. But I invite you to just really have this awareness of those three variations, those three bodies, the physical, spiritual, and energetic, overlaid into each other, almost like a hologram. Connect with that truth. Where science, magic, and mysticism coalesce. like to stay in your Shavasana for even longer, you totally can. You're at home, you could stay in your Shavasana. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath here. Breathe in life force energy. And exhale. Long, long exhale. Send that life force energy down to your toes and your fingers. Bring back movement. Take your chin from side to side like it's happening all on its own. Maybe bend into your knees, let the soles of your feet come to the earth, and windshield wiper your knees from side to side a little bit. And again, with your own rhythm, it's so nice to practice our own rhythm. Make your way to your seat. So plenty of time. You can roll to one side and take a few breaths there. I like to imagine we've got the heartbeat of the earth, right? That steady rhythm that's always with us. Our ancestors knew. And then we have all of our own rhythms, like a symphony, that play with that steady heartbeat. Some of us move a little faster, some of us move a little slower, and that can change throughout the day. But we're in rhythm. A jaguar's rhythm is a little different than a turtle's, but they're moving, connected with the earth. Close your eyes when you eventually do get to your seat. We'll seal in practice with a meditation. No matter what your rhythm is, it's always a good idea to find time to pause, recenter, reroute, connect back with your foundation. Energetic roots, and then feel the energy flow right up from the roots into your body, giving yourself like this lift. Get sparkles through your heart and your mind, clearing out doubt, fear, clearing out that illusion so we can see the truth, unconditional love, eternal peace. Our true nature. Breathe in, reach arms to sky. Exhale, thumbs to heart. May all beings be happy and free, and may our lives be a source and contribution to that happiness and freedom to all. So it's more than just hoping and wishing for happiness and freedom. It's taking that accountability that we will transform ourselves and offer this to the world. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.